Hello and welcome to this channel. My name is Cindy and today I'm going to try a new foundation for you guys. This foundation is from Innisfree and it's called the My Foundation. And when I look at it on the internet, I keep hearing things like it's personalized or customizable, and I don't think it's exactly like that. So let me explain a little bit further. When I think of customizable or personalized, I think of people scanning your face. I think of people asking a bunch of questions about your level and then creating, using a machine, this magical little foundation for you. It's not that. You are basically choosing the levels of things that you'd like. So for example, the first thing that you choose is your finish. Each finish has a corresponding number. So 1 is matte, 2 is semi, 3 is glowy. After that, you have to pick the coverage that you'd like. So there is level 1, which is the lowest amount of coverage, and then level 5 is the highest. Now here is where things get a little bit tricky. Not all finishes have all 5 levels. So the matte one only has level 1, level 3, or level 5. It's probably gonna look backwards on your screen. The semi-matte has all 5 levels, and then the glowy has levels 1 and level 3. So you cannot pick a glowy finish with a level 5 coverage. It doesn't work that way. So you have to keep that in mind while you're looking at these products. Finally, you have to choose your color, and there are only 5 shades, which... Now let's see what the bottle looks like. Like this. So these numbers, again, might be a little confusing. This one represents the finish. So 1 matte, 2 semi, 3 glowy. And then this one represents the coverage level. So I picked the highest coverage level for glowy, which is number 3. And then at the bottom, it has your color shade. So I picked N21, which is like right in the middle of all the shades. And it's a natural beige. I am beige. Each foundation costs 20,000 won when it's not on sale. And then you can also buy a brush. And they have 2 types of brushes. They have both a cover brush and a glowy brush. And each one costs 15,000 won. So I got the glowy brush because I want to be glowy. And it's also dirty because I'm a dirty person. I have no idea what the prices are in dollars because I was looking on the internet and I couldn't really find a store that sold them, like an Innisfree store. So I only saw it on eBay, and on eBay it was like 20 bucks as well. So if you want to trust eBay, go ahead and order from there for now until like it reaches the States. Besides the foundation bottle, there is also a cushion, but the cushion is slightly more confusing in that the cushion is 25,000 won first. Second, each finish only has 1 type of coverage level for the cushion. So let me look at my notes because I can't remember. If you pick a matte shade for the cushion, you can only pick level 3 coverage. If you pick the semi cushion, you can only get level 2 coverage. And if you get the glowy cushion, you can only choose number 1 level coverage. And then you can pick your color. All 5 are available. So if you are a cushion person, know that you cannot customize the level of coverage. Them's the breaks. As you can see, my clothes are different because I had to reshoot this part of the video. All the footage kind of got messed up somehow, some way. I am a baby editor, so I'm still learning how to do this. So let's carry on. Okay, let's get started with this half of the face. This half is now done, so I think the color is a fairly good match. Maybe just like a tiny bit off. So let me bring you in closer to see what it looks like. So this side has nothing, and this side has the foundation. And as you can see, it did help with the redness. The application was a little bit tricky because I was using a brush. I've heard that if you have dry skin, the best thing to use is something like a beauty blender. So I kind of wish they would have put out that product to use with this foundation. What can you do? Around here you can see that there's a little bit of an issue going on, and it was kind of hard to apply on my nose. So those would be the cons thus far. Let me go ahead and finish this half and then do the rest of my makeup. My face is now all done. So I actually layered it up a little bit and actually like how it looks when there's more. So it's a buildable product, which is good, and I actually prefer it with a little more oomph to it than just a single layer. So keep that in mind when you are doing this. Give it a go, see if you like it. I always forget to swatch this for you guys, so let me do so right now. So on camera it's slightly more yellow. In person, again, it has like a tiny bit of like more warmth to it, so keep that in mind as well. I'm not completely convinced that this is like a very dewy foundation on my skin. So I guess because I do have dry skin type, I would be terrified to try the matte one if this is supposed to be the most moisturizing one. This one has green tea seed oil in it, so it's supposed to be nice and hydrating for your skin. We'll see. If you are curious about anything else that I have on my face, check out the description below. It is now 11:12. So I will check in with you guys in a couple hours to see how my makeup has lasted. Remember, I have no primer on my face. I have no powder, so we're just gonna rely on the power of the foundation by itself. Okay, I am back home. It is 4:33, and I took off my glasses to show you how my skin is faring. So it's still doing pretty good. I'm gonna show you a couple issues that I have, but coverage-wise, it's still covering. It hasn't really gone away or faded away, so that's good. So let me bring you in. We're gonna ignore my under eyes because I did use a different concealer from Benefit that I don't enjoy, so ignore that and just focus on my face. So as you can see, my nose is a bit shiny after a couple hours, which is expected. Even though I talk about my dry skin a lot, remember I do have quite an oily nose, making my skin combination. And then here on the side, you can see that my skin is looking a little bit dry. So again, this is glowy, but not for dry skin. That's something to keep in mind. I think it's because it is winter here, so winter plus my dry skin equals a force that cannot be defeated by any type of foundation and moisturizer and oil and magic. I'll check in a couple more hours and I will show you what it looks like at the end of the day, plus my final thoughts about this product. See you soon. I am back and it is now, that didn't work, 7:49. So it's been quite a long time since I put this on. Warning, I cried a little bit today. I'm kind of a crybaby, so kind of messed up my makeup slightly. So let's just ignore that and let's look at my face. So the foundation, some of it's gone at this point. It's been a long while, and it kind of dried out in the center of my face, so that was weird. I think maybe in the future I would try to mix this with a facial oil to see if the moisturizing properties will last longer throughout the day. So let me bring you in for a closer look. So the makeup is okay. Like, I smudged it obviously around my nose where I had like a tissue, but everything else kind of just looks like it faded quite naturally. Let me see if I can get you in closer to see the dryness around the center. So yeah, there's dryness kind of everywhere in the middle portion, which is kind of disappointing, but like I said, we're gonna try and oil with it another day. Now that this makeup test is finished, let's talk about the pros and cons. So pros are that you can choose a lot of things about this product. You can choose the finish, you can choose the coverage, you can even choose the type of brush that you'd like to use with it. It also has okay lasting time and it's buildable, so those things are pretty awesome. Cons, 5 shades. The fact that it's not really working with dry skin at this moment, though I think I will try it again in summer and spring to see how it works under those conditions, under less dry conditions. It'll be more humid then, so we'll give it a go then. Extra pro that I forgot to mention until now is that the price is not so bad. 20,000 won for a foundation, 30 milliliters. Not the worst. I've seen much more expensive foundations out there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna work with this a little more and then kind of give updates in the future. If you found this video, you thought this video was over, hello, surprise! I added an extra little clip because this is a different day and I did some different things to my face before I put on the foundation and after to make it last longer. I've actually had it on for 9 hours and it looks quite good. So first up, not only did I put on a moisturizer, I also added a mist like a hydrating mist. This is called the Double Mist, and it has skin revitalizing and moisture barrier long-lasting effects. This is specifically for dry skin, and it really helps keep my skin nice and moisturized and ready to put on the primer and the foundation. So I did use a primer this time, which of course always helps. So mine is the Makeup Forever one, the green one, because I got some red skin. And then finally I put on the foundation, and I used a blender instead of a brush. I keep trying to be a brush person. I'm not. When you have dry skin, something like a puffer blender is just better for you in general. I know, it's just hard to deal with, but I have to. After I put on the foundation, then I just put some powder over my nose and the end. So let me bring you in close. So as you can see, my skin looks much nicer thanks to all these extra steps that I had to take. It did fade, obviously, it's been hours and hours, but it faded with, I think, dignity in comparison to the other night. So yeah, this is a foundation I think I would keep using as long as I backed it up with some help. We finally reached the end, so if you found this video at all entertaining and or informative, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if there's any videos you'd like me to make so I can try to make them. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, night, or whatever time it is where you are, and I will catch you guys later. Bye bye!